Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and this is going to be a Guild Ball Battle Report. In this one here, I'm going to be up against Devin. I have not faced Devin before, and he is running Hunters. So Hunters have always been my bane, although before I did not have Hemlocks. Now when I get snared, I can undo it, and should be interesting. So in this one here, I'm going with my Blackheart build. I decided to leave, Fangtooth out of it and Mist out of it, and I just want to really just go and beat guys up, and then use Hemlock to kind of set that up by me taking off Snare or poisoning them or whatever it takes. So he won the roll-off, he wanted me to kick to him, and I kicked it off here to the left side. Again, it's my usual thing where I got Gutter up there threatening, and if I can, I'll want to get in there and start beating stuff up. So first thing he does is comes over here with Zerola and brings it back and passes it over to the dog. What I do is basically just move away with the little leprechaun here, Greed. Then what he does is comes up here and shoots me with Theron onto Gutter, which is going to be snaring me and doing some damage. Again, I'm not super worried about the snare in this case because I can just go and clear it. One of the things that can make these things really bad is where he now starts to control me and says that I have to go directly towards him. Luckily he is in my range, and then he makes a forest which is out of my way. So that is awesome. If you would put that between us, would have been some trouble, but now I can actually go straight at him. I'm going to want to delay this as long as possible just to make sure other guys don't counter me, but it's good to see that I think I got a good run at his captain. So otherwise, what I do is I come up here with Coin, and I do Bag of Coffers to Gutter. He comes over here with the little dog and just Fahad, and makes it just behind the forest here, kind of taking the ball and hiding it. Next thing I do is just kind of moving up Avarice, kind of a waste one, just to kind of see what he does. And what he does is brings up Jakar here. I know this guy's really annoying. He comes in, rips me up, and then he's just kind of gone. So I'm going to be very careful of this guy. Otherwise, I come up here with Rage, and I put Tooled Up onto Gutter. Then for him, he's going to be coming over here with Hearn, and he's going to be like skewering me, or whatever it's called, with a Hearn, and then kind of like moving away, whatever. So again, Gutter's kind of taking some damage here, but that's fine, because when she goes into Theon, she's going to be able to heal up just from attacking, because that's one of her things, and then I'll use a momentum to heal her as well. So now seeing that I might as well start getting a little jump on there, is I'm going to be going with Blackheart. Blackheart's going to be doing his legendary, and then that's going to make it so that he's in range. So pretty much everyone but Rage gets to move up, other than the Greed, who's moving farther away. And then I'm able to move up and charge into him, get off Commanding Aura, do a little bit of damage, but now it's really set up for Gutter to do a lot of damage. And so he comes up here with Egret and does a little bit more shooting to Gutter. Again, just doing a little bit more damage and then running away. But I don't really care, because I just come up here with Hemlock and I just heal it away. So I mean, not only do I lose all the conditions, but I also heal too, so that's great. And so then, since I'm up on him with the activation, I send up Gutter into his lines, and the captain goes down. You can see here I had 2 influence that are wasted. I kind of wish I would been a little bit further up so I could have actually dragged in somebody else with a chain thing, but I'm happy with this. It's now a 2-0 game, and I have enough influence, and I'm going to be going first in the next round. So at the end of turn 1, like I said, it is 2-0, and now I'm just looking to really get in there and keep on up the killing. So I mean, that's one of the things that Hunters want to do, is try and control you and keep you back, and so when you have an opportunity like this, you've got to jump on it. So I have a lot of focus here, or influence rather, onto Blackheart and Gutter, just wanting to get them in there. 2 onto good old Hemlock as always to heal things up, and then Rage has 1. I mean, I don't really know if he's going to be able to use it on anything, but if he tries to bring that ball up, I'll be in a spot where I can charge him if he gets too close. But while this is here, I think I might be able to take out his mascot early, because he has a lot of stuff here altogether, and Hearn's easy to hit, and if I do that, it's going to be able to do a lot of damage to the dog. So that's what I do. Gutter comes in here and attacks Hearn, and again, yeah, he's easy to hit. So the first time I kind of failed, only did a couple of momentous points, but after that it was easy because I could use the momentum to keep on kind of like waterfalling my attacks, where I just use one momentum to go and bonus time the next one. I'm going to get my momentous, swing my chain around and doing 3 damage to each of them. And by the end of this, Hearn is really hurt and I'm able to take off the dog. So the mascot's gone, but he had the card, so it's going to be able to come back. So that kind of worked out well for him. And then from the random scatter of the ball here, it went back to Egret. So his next activation here is going to be with Hearn, and he's going to be attacking Gutter and keep on like pushing her farther over here. And now this is really bad for Gutter. Gutter's going to be now engaging 3 of these models. So then when Jakar starts attacking her, she is going to be done for. I mean, really, she's already gotten 2 takeouts, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I think she's going to get hers now. So what I do is I come in here with Blackheart, really hoping just to take out Hearn. He was pretty hurt, and if I could take him out, that'd be awesome. But then I decide, you know what? I don't want to go after Hearn. I have a better way of doing this. And what I'm going to do is go after Egret instead, and I'm going to go and tackle the ball, shoot it into the net. So now all of a sudden it goes up to an 8-0 game. And then I make a few other attacks onto Hearn. Actually, this is something where my opponent let me kind of change this up, because when you shoot on net and score, that's actually where your activation ends. So if you're going to make any other attacks, you have to do them right away. So he was kind of nice with this one here, but it's only like 1 attack I made on him or something. But otherwise, that's a good thing to remember. Finish your other attacks and then shoot with your last one. So anyway, like I said, 8-0, and it kind of bounces off there behind his lines. So what he does next is comes in here as Jakar, and Jakar is just going to rip up Gutter. Again, he is so good at attacking, and he had all the bonuses. And so he puts a net here behind me with Blackheart, and so that's going to be hoping to push me in there later. And otherwise, yeah, it's now an 8-2 game. So one is kind of stall a little bit more, because at this point there's not much else I can really do to him unless he moves down in Rage's range or something. I just move Greed over. What he decides to do then is come over here with, this is now with his boss there, Theron, and he's going to be making a forest down here, and I don't believe he even gets an attack off me or something like this. He's really just kind of getting in there and making a forest. I think, again, just trying to get as much on Blackheart as possible so that when he does attack me, he can go for that takeout. Otherwise, I'm kind of just advancing up Avarice here, because why not? He's going to come over here with Zrola, and he's going to snare Avarice, so Avarice is kind of now stuck in a bear trap. And apart from that, I'm going to be coming up here with my Hemlock. I have nobody to heal. I mean, I could go and I could take the snare off Avarice, but what I'd rather do is come over here and put the Noxus Cloud here on these 3 models. And I was hoping to poison them all, but I only got Hearn, so that's kind of too bad. I was hoping to get a whole bunch of poison damage, but hey, Hearn's already hurting, so having the poison on him is not too bad. Otherwise, what he does is Egret just kind of like moves over a little bit, and that's going to be really it for him. And then otherwise, I have the Snake coming up, and I have Rage coming up, and that's going to be the end of round 2. So end of round 2, we are currently at 8-4, but yeah, we're in kind of a dangerous spot here where Gutter's been beaten up, and man, that Blackheart's in a lot of trouble. So yeah, he's going to have to do his best just to survive. I throw 6 on him just because I'm pretty sure he will survive, even though my opponent had enough momentum that he's going first. I think I should survive. I mean, Blackheart's kind of a beefy guy, but if it doesn't work, then I can charge in there with Rage. I have Avarice, who has a bunch on him, and we'll just kind of go from there. I mean, at this point, I just need 2 more takeouts, or I can go and just like go for a goal or something. You can see that his mascot did come back on. It's kind of like hiding in the corner, and so maybe eventually I could get to him, but otherwise, we'll kind of work on the center first. So his first activation here is going to be with Jakar, and luckily I had a card here so that from 1 attack I get +1 defense. That really helped me against his first attack, so that basically did nothing. And then after that, he was able to do this thing where he pushed me to the trap. I got snared, and he just kept on attacking me and attacking me and attacking me. And yeah, luckily for me, I'm going to survive on like 1 box or something crazy. But wow, I don't know what the math is on this. I know he has a whole bunch of extra dice from engaging me with the world, but yeah, he almost just took down Blackheart, and that would have been a very big deal. Otherwise, what he did after that is he just kind of like moved away and went and engaged Rage just to make sure that he couldn't charge in. So for me, I decided I might as well go with Blackheart before he goes down, and what he's going to do is try and go after his captain there. So I kind of just go and I Shadow like away, so I'm not being engaged by all the other guys, and I start making all my attacks against Theron here, and wow, my dice just completely crapped the bed. By the math, I should have easily killed him, and the way it worked, it just didn't. So what can you do? At least he's really hurting. I believe he's like down to 1 box now, and yeah, it's still going. So otherwise what he does here then is he's going to be going with Theron, and he's going to be killing Blackheart, so that's going to make it an 8-4 game, and then he's going to be throwing a forest here to kind of get in our way. And I think originally what he was really thinking is that Avarice wants to be going after Theron, which I might actually want to do seeing he's so close. But what I'm actually wanting to do is try to get over here to Jakar and try and take him out. You know, if I can just use someone easy to take off Theron, that'd be great. But I mean, of course, he uses a momentum and he heals himself up, so it's going to be a little bit harder to take him out. And right now with Avarice being snared and in the forest, yeah, he can't really go very far. So what I do is I come over here with the snake and I put the bag of coffers onto Avarice. Zorola does some crazy things, so Theron's allowed to run away, and so that's going to get him away into a safe spot, and that's still okay. You know, I can't go after him, but I'll just go after Jakar. Otherwise, I have Greed keep on running away. He's going to be going here now with Egret, and he's going to be coming over here and now putting something onto Hemlock. And again, I don't really care about that because she's going to clear conditions. I think it's poison that's on her. I don't know. But again, it's not really too much of a worry because of how Hemlock just clears that stuff. And so that's what I really do. Hemlock is just going to go and clear those conditions onto the both of them and heal up Avarice and herself. Then she's going to come over here and make an attack against Jakar and cranks that dice and actually does like 2 points of damage, or I was going to. I could have because I got a wrap, but I want to get 1 momentum. So I did 1 momentous dodge and then 1 damage, and that's going to allow me now just to kind of like glide through this terrain. So otherwise, Hearn comes over here and Hearn starts making some attacks, not really getting tons of damage done, but he is down here looking scary, and that's maybe just because he charged down into Rage, and I just went into a defensive stance, and he just didn't really connect very much. So what I did then is going with Rage, I just kind of like swing around the back here. Again, my target was going to be Jakar, but now that Hearn's kind of in the way, let's just go after Hearn. So I come around here and I attack him, doing some damage and making him bleed. So, I mean, worst case scenario, if I don't manage to take him out, he has, poison and bleeding on him, so he'll be taking 5 points. Otherwise, what happens is Fahad just moves a little bit closer. And then Avarice goes in there, and basically I make some attacks, I single him out, and in the end I'm not able to take him out, but it's enough that he's going to go down. Gutter kind of moves up and heals herself up. And then, yeah, when we do the conditions, he takes the 5 damage, and Hearn goes down, making this now 10-4. So, like I said, going into the next round, it is going to be 10-4, and now I just really need to take out 1 model, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be Jakar there. Because of all my momentum, I am going to be going first. I had Blackheart come on there, and really what I really plan to do is just go after him. You know, I have everything loaded up here. I don't have anything on Hemlock. I don't care about clearing. Just whoever he does not lock down, I'm going to have going after Jakar there. So the first thing I do is I come over here with Blackheart and I just start slicing him up. I come in here and I get off a commanding aura. I also decided to knock him down just because I knew I wasn't going to finish him off, and then Jakar can really get far away, and so if I can make it so that he can't also move away, that he'll have to clear off that condition, that'll make things a lot harder for him to run away. He's going to make his attacks against Rage and slowly dodge his way around and then take off, also putting down that trap. And that's what I'm saying about this guy. Like, this guy is so sneaky where he can just get around and get away and then put down that stupid trap so if you move, you get snared. So I'm pretty sure I could just actually charge him there with Rage, but it's not really that big of a deal. because I also have Gutter, and Gutter just comes over here and is able to pull him in, make an attack, finish him off, and that's going to be the game, finishing it off with a 12-4. So overall, I really did like how this kind of all worked together. Able to get into his captain early, I believe, was kind of a misplay on his part. He could have done it, so I couldn't have done that. But otherwise, going into this matchup with Hemlock is such a huge difference. So massive, massive difference, and worked out great. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments on the video, please put it down below. And otherwise, I'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.